World's very first billionaire was? Anybody? J. Paul Getty. J. Paul Getty was once quoted as saying the formula for success is very simple. It only takes three things. Three things. Early to rise, work hard, strike oil. Thanks for having me. Good luck. The formula for success is a little more difficult than that, but it is very simple. And this is what we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the formula for personal and professional success. And the formula for personal and professional success lies within your ability, our ability, to create the most powerful, emotional, memorable, and most important, one-of-a-kind, unexpected brand. Your ability to succeed in life on a personal and professional level is directly linked with your ability to create a powerful, emotional brand. How many people here believe that awareness, advertising, marketing, and billboards and commercials and all that, how many of you believe that awareness builds powerful emotional brands? Raise your hands. Okay, well, look at this. Almost the whole room. Very good, except that's not 100% correct. It's not. Take it from me, folks. I owned and operated a national advertising and marketing firm for nearly 20 years. And I'm telling you, awareness alone cannot build a powerful emotional brand. It can't. Awareness alone cannot build a powerful emotional brand. Awareness is exactly what it is. It's awareness. We're all aware of certain deadly diseases, are we not? Does it mean we want to run out and get them? No. Just because we know about something, it doesn't mean we desire it. Just because somebody knows about you and what you do, what you sell, who you are, where you are, it doesn't mean they want you. It means they know about you. Who are you? Who are you? What do you do? What do you sell? I want you to think about this. This is very important. Somebody stops you in an elevator, in a parking lot, in a grocery store and said, who are you? What do you do? What do you sell? What do you say? What do people think? It's a much tougher question than it first appears, and it's very, very important. I guarantee you if I took 10 of you, one at a time, into a private room and asked you these questions, I'm going to get 10 different answers. They're not that simple. Let's talk about a couple of companies and ask you what they sell. What does Starbucks sell, anybody? Coffee. Yes, they do sell coffee. They sell coffee, but coffee merely gets them in the game. Coffee merely gets them in the game. I heard status. It's the status. It's the association. It's the brand that makes the sale and keeps their customers coming back and back and back. Starbucks brand, not their coffee. Their brand is the reason why we're willing to stand in line for 20 minutes, pay $4 for a cup of coffee, all to be approved of in the eyes of other human beings in the morning. Folks, it's true. We don't want to just be Starbucks customers. We want everybody to know we're Starbucks customers. Let's be honest with ourselves. When we go out in the morning and buy a cup of Starbucks, do we go back to the office and pour it into a mug? No way. Not until we've had a chance to circulate around the office a few times. Right? Let everybody know just how important and sophisticated we are. I'm smart. I appreciate the finer things in life. In fact, I'm so intelligent, I'm willing to stand in line way too long and pay way too much for it. That's a Starbucks brand. It's a powerful brand. I'm going to tell you something. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. I happen to think Dunkin' Donuts has a better tasting cup of coffee than Starbucks. I do. But I'll tell you something right now. I wouldn't stand in line for 20 minutes and pay $4 for one of their cups of coffee, nor would I walk around with a Dunkin' Donuts cup like I was some big deal. It doesn't work, no matter how hard they try. The truly powerful experiences stay with us forever. They don't just stay with us. They change us. They mold us. They dictate what we do and how we live. They dictate what we do and how we live. They literally, if an experience is strong enough, will dictate what we wear, where we shop, what we eat, where we eat, what kind of car we drive, who we date, who we marry, who I'm going to work with, partner with, and trust my business to. That's what an experience will do if it's strong enough. I want you to know something. Every one of us in this room, everything about us, every belief we have, from spiritual beliefs to political beliefs to relationships to how the world should revolve and interact with us, everything about our belief system is based on the experiences we've had since we were little teeny people. The experiences have literally shaped your belief system. And here's the cool thing. Once you have a belief, you are usually very unwilling to part with it. You are. Think about how you react to somebody challenging one of your beliefs. You talk about spiritual, you talk about political, and somebody goes, oh, I don't agree with that. Let me tell you why. Well, what? How can you not agree with me? You don't believe what I believe. We get angry. Now, here's what you do in business. If you start focusing on the relationships, on the customer first, and I loved, is it Andy Geist? I loved Andy's message this morning. Here's your priority. Superior customer service equals growth. Period. then I knew I was in the right place. If you focus on the right things, here's what happens. You will create a belief system in the minds, hearts, and souls of your customers so strong about you, who you are, what you can do, that they are going to be unwilling to part with it. Saturn said, we want to have a few people take us to the promised land. Check this out. You think it's working? When the first several years of Saturn's inception, the first few years they were around, every single summer they had a picnic. I don't know if you ever heard about this. They had a picnic at their headquarters. People from all over the country drove to get to this picnic because they were Saturn owners. It was only for Saturn owners. Every single summer, 35 to 40,000 customers drove from all over the country for this picnic. They got engaged there. They got married there. It was unbelievable. 35 to 40,000 people driving across the country to have a picnic because they drive a Saturn. That's sick. But you know what it is? It's a cult following. It's a cult-like following. Folks, here's my point. If a company can do it with a motorcycle, a company can do it with a cup of coffee, another company can do it with a mediocre car, one can do it with a mouse in an amusement park, and one can do it with a swoosh, and on and on and on. All commodity items. If they can create a cult following in a sea of sameness with a bunch of competition, so can you. So can you. But you have to understand something. It's not about the stuff you sell, it's how you sell it. Your products and services merely get you in the game, ladies and gentlemen. You think you're the only people on the planet selling what you sell? This stuff gets you in the game. The ultimate experience and the ultimate level of service is what makes a sale and keeps your customers coming back, and then guess what? They believe in you and love you and trust you to such an extent that they go out and they tell everybody they believe in and they love and they trust to start working with you. That's what it's all about. You'll find a few people, and they will take you to the promised land. I know you know what I'm saying. And you're all going, yeah, I know, we do. But guess what? We are, as a human race, transactional and robotic. We are reactive. We are heads down, get through the day, plow through the material, through the information, hit my number, velocity, speed, boom. Got to get up next day and do it all over again. And as we're doing this, we are not focusing on relationships. We're focusing on features and benefits, price, delivery, what it's doing. No, you know what? I can get that somewhere else. What are you going to do for me? How are you going to make me a hero to my boss? How are you going to make me and my company a hero to my customer? That's what I want to know. Develop a relationship with me. Let me trust you, let me love you, let me believe in you. Then we'll talk. Then we'll talk longevity. We'll talk sustainability. Here's how companies work, folks. Here's how they work. Management groups get together. They say, okay, let's do some research, focus groups, phone surveys. Let's figure out what the customer wants, and let's figure out a way to get it to them. That's not 100% wrong, but it's not 100% right. If all you ever do is give your customer what they expect, what they want, and what they think they need, that is not creating anything unique, memorable, relevant, innovative. It's not. Ladies and gentlemen, we expect to get what we want. Think about this. We expect to get what we expect. When you go to a store, to a restaurant, do you not expect to get what you went for? Yes? Let's say you go to a store or a restaurant and you don't get it. Are you upset? You're very disappointed. You're very disappointed. If you do get it, are you blown away? No. I wouldn't drive all this way if I wasn't expecting to get it. Am I correct? All right, now let's say you go there, you get what you went for, but they blow you away with the service. Do you know what you do? You run around and you tell everybody about the place and the people, not about the stuff you bought.